Hey Norm, congrats on the win. Congrats on the series victory. I was just wondering, you guys set an NBA record of 100 bench points, and when the bench is kind of rolling like that, like you guys were tonight. What kind of confidence does that give your second unit guys? And looking ahead to Boston, what could that mean for the Boston series?
I think all year long we've done a great job, as a bench unit and providing energy, bringing that spark. Whether it's making shots or getting stops defensively. Tonight we were able to show that. I think we had both offense and defense rolling, and that's really good for us. Continue to build confidence, continue to go out there and perform and help those guys in the starting unit. When they're coming off the floor, I think we've done a great job all year with that. And it's going to be really needed, going into the series next round against Boston. It's going to take all of us being able to go in there, and it might not just be scoring. It might just be getting defensive stops and letting the game come to you and flow to you. And tonight, we were able to do both.
And you've kind of got it going a little bit over these past two games here. What is it about these past two games that it seems like things have clicked for you perfectly?
I've been a lot of time just watching film, seeing where I can make an impact. I said that a couple of times already, but that's the truth. I'm confident in the work that I put in. Go out there and be aggressive. The team wants me to attack and find seams in defense to get into the paint, create plays, whether that's finishing or kicking it out to the guys out on the 3-point line. And we're able to do that. And I think this is my play style. But, my main focus is just trying to go out there and help the team any way possible. Like I said, it might not just be hitting shots and things like that. It might be getting rebounds, getting defensive plays, things that don't show up on the stat sheet on a nightly basis. But it's all about winning for me.
And just quickly, I would be remiss if I didn't ask about your mask. Is that from your own line?
Yeah, this is just the mask. I have T-shirts, and I've been waiting to wear the mask. But it's part of my Black Lives Matter line that I dropped. So this is going to be coming out as well.
Thanks a lot, Norm.
We're going to go to Josh Lewenberg from TSN next.
Hey, Norm, congratulations. Obviously, there are a lot of numbers that stand out from tonight, team records, NBA records, but the 39 assists, and most of the game you didn't have your starting point guard. For most of the first half, you didn't have Fred. How are you guys able to do that and move the ball so well without a traditional point guard on the floor?
I feel like I'm like a broken record when saying this, but I think we just have such great confidence in each and every one of us that step on the floor, and we work the offense. I don't think it really matters who's in the game. I think you guys seen that all year long, that we're able to execute and make plays and continue to win, no matter what it looks like. I think we've always had a fighting spirit, and once you have that and everybody collectively is playing for one purpose, which is to win, don't matter who's scoring or what it is, who has it going that night, we continue to work, we continue to flow and trust one another. We're able to play like that, so we can have, guys in some foul trouble or, knock on wood, injury, whatever, but we're still able to play our brand of basketball and continue to execute the game.
In years past, you guys have taken some time to get through the first round, and in a few cases, the team you end up playing in the second round has had time to sit and wait. Why is it so important? Why was it so important for you guys to get through this one quickly, especially with Boston now having swept as well?
It was very important, like I said before the game, we're focused on what we need to do, and how we need to come out, how we need to play on a nightly basis, and not looking too much at what other teams are doing, but how are we going to play? Are we going to play our brand of basketball and go out there and make winning plays and win the game? But it's good for us to close them out. We knew that they were going to come and give everything they have. They're a young team and they got nothing to lose. When guys are playing with freedom, things like that, you're vulnerable for letting the game slip out. But I thought we did a great job of continuing to apply pressure and take their punches and their threes and whatever they do at us and execute down the stretch and make plays. And so now we're able to get a rest and focus on the next series.
Thanks, Norm. Have a good night.
Going next to Mike Ganter from the Toronto Sun.
Hey, Norm, congrats. The 100 bench points, that's a record that stood for quite a while, but it's not just a playoff record, but like a league record. How crazy is that number to you?
What was the record before?
86 by Dallas was the season record, and I think 94 was the postseason record, and 94 by Golden State.
Wow. I mean, I think it's cool, neat, you know, to have your name etched in the record books. I think, you know, I didn't know that until the post game interview. But I don't know, it's cool. I guess. I mean, my main focus is winning. No matter how we do it, you know, by 30 or a point, I just care about winning. So it's a cool little record to have, but I'm not gonna harp on it or think about it. You know, on to the next.
Fred, you're already down. Fred, he's got the 3 early flat fouls, and then obviously Kyle goes out. You got a few fouls on you, and then Terrence gets a few. How conscious were you guys of the foul issues at that point in the game?
Very conscious, you know, but at that point, you know, we're just thinking about trying to anticipate a little better, move our feet a little more, not be a step or two late on rotations, things like that. Play a little more conscious, but still be aggressive in what we want to do defensively. And I thought we were able to do that pretty well, you know, especially when Fred went out and even when I picked up a couple fouls, just to be able to stay in the game and be physical and not have a drop off, playing too passive, not trying to pick up extra fouls. We were able to do that and move our feet a little more and not pick up any more ticky tacks.
Gotcha. Thanks, Norm.
Next, we have Eric Kareen from The Athletic.
Hey, Norm. Congrats on the win and the performance. Before this season, your numbers have been far better as a starter than coming off the bench. This year, it really seems like it doesn't matter at all. At this point, does it matter at all to you? And what has there been anything you've figured out about getting into the game when you do come off the bench?
At this point, it never really mattered. You know, I look at every situation and how I can be effective, whether that's starting or coming off the bench. You know, I've tried to really build habits that you're not going to have any drop off when you put me in there. Building consistency, and a lot of it is just mentality and focusing on what the game is asking you to do. You know, every game is different in the flow and the pace and what you have to execute. And I think I've done a great job of really focusing in on what's happening and going out there and giving what the game needs. You know, that's what I attested to, the hard work off the court and staying ready for any situation. I think I've been able to do a great job with that. And a lot of it's just mentality.
Thanks, Norm. Have a good night.
Thank you.
3 more for you, Norm. First one's going to Michael Grange from Sportsnet.
Hey, Norm. If Kyle's ankle is a little bit worse than we know, how would that affect you guys going into Boston? If you couldn't go in game 1, for example.
You know, it's going to be a tough. You know, he's our leader. You know, he's our vocal point when we're out there on and off the court. You know, so it's going to take more efforts of the guys, knowing that they're going to get opportunity to go out there and play. You know, hopefully with these days off, he's able to recover and get back out there and play because we're going to need him. But, you know, like we always said, it's going to be next man up, pulling for one another. And hopefully we can get Kyle back. Hopefully he's not even out, you know, and we're going to be able to go in there 100% full force.
I appreciate it, Norm. Thank you. Great game.
Next, we're going to Gary Washburn from the Boston Globe.
Right here, Norm. You guys have played Boston, obviously, since you've been there a lot. Intense games. Never in the playoffs, though. What's that going to be like to face them? And what are those games like? Because it just seems like you guys, there's some feelings there, and you guys play each other really, really tough.
I think it's going to be fun. I mean, I think, you know, you saw the games when we played them on Christmas, and then when we went down there, you know, it's always back and forth. You know, they beat us by double digits and we come back. You know, I think it's an evenly matched team. You know, we match up really well. It's going to be about the guys who play harder, limit the mistakes, and go out there and execute. You know, I think it's going to be a fun series. You know, I'm kind of bummed that, you know, we're not going to have the fans, you know, that intensity down there at TD Garden and what our fans bring at Scotiabank. You know, I think that's an added element that is going to be missed. But, you know, we got 2 teams that are very deep, you know, very talented, and it's going to take everybody on our end, you know, to pull this one out and go in there and do what we have to do.
And final questions going to Aaron Rose from SI.com.
Hey, Norm. Congrats on the sweep. You guys battled injuries a lot of the year, and I'm wondering if you think that prepares you for a night like this where Kyle goes down. having to deal that so many times this season?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've literally probably faced every situation that you can possibly face in a season within a team. And I think when things like that unexpected happen, you're able to refocus and figure it out along the way. And we've done a great job with that all year long. So it's a situation we've seen before. So we're not rattled. We know what we have to do, and we know the focus. We know that we have to go out there and execute. It doesn't matter who's on or off the floor. We have a game plan. We have a goal in mind, and no matter what happens, that next minute mentality has been really big for us. And we're going to continue to have that, that togetherness, that chemistry, and continue to play Raptors basketball no matter who's on the floor.
Thank you.